Hey guys, I hope you are well. So today I'm not doing a weekly vlog just because there wasn't too much to film this week, but instead I've decided to do my everyday makeup routine because quite a few people have been requesting this on my social media and stuff, so yes, here it is. So first of all, I'm going to be using Lush's Tea Tree Toner Water. I'm going to be spritzing it onto a cotton pad and then just wiping it all over my face to remove any leftover makeup or any gunk that's gathered on my face overnight. It says it's a antibacterial, antiseptic and antimicrobial ingredient, which is great for oily or spot prone skin. So yeah, I just use this to make my face feel fresh and clean before I start applying my makeup. So I'm going to be taking the Bourjois Paris Healthy Mix Foundation in the shade Vanilla, and I'm going to be taking about 2 pumps on the back of my hand and then using this oval brush, which is linked in the description of my favourites video, my one that I posted on Wednesday, because I loved it. Obviously I wanted to include it in my favourites video and they're very, very popular at the moment. I just got mine from a seller on eBay, from like a shop, and I just love it. I feel like it blends in my foundation really well and it helps to give a proper flawless finish. The foundation that I use does vary quite a lot depending on kind of what I'm doing that day. If I'm just nipping out briefly, I might use a lighter and slightly cheaper, more like BB cream style foundation, just because I don't want like a real full coverage look, but this is the foundation I've been reaching for the most at the moment. Next, I'm just going to be using the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer in the shade number 1, Fair, and I'm just going to be applying it to any kind of problem areas or areas that need a little bit more coverage, such as blemishes and normally under the eyes, but I didn't do that today because I think I just felt a bit more awake and like I didn't really need it. And then I'm just blending it in with this little brush, which is from TK Maxx. So next I'm going to be using the Max Factor Cream Puff Pressed Powder, that's really hard to say, in the shade Medium Beige, which is number 41. I'm just going to be using this little, well not little, absolutely massive kabuki body brush from ELF and just applying it all over my face to set all of my work that I have done so far. I know a lot of people like to do contour and stuff before they use their powder to set. However, I just feel that this kind of makes it blend weird, so this is just the way I prefer doing it, just from personal experience and preference. I like it better this way. Next, I'm going to be using the Bourjois Paris Chocolate Bronzing Powder. It's all written in French, so I don't really know what the actual name is. But I'm also going to be taking the Real Techniques contour brush and just applying to my cheekbones and around the top of my forehead, just to give a bit more of a bronze than a contour, if that makes sense. I don't do the whole crazy contour, but I like to define my face a little bit more and just pick out the kind of like details of my cheekbones and stuff, just to give me a bit of definition where I am lacking. So you'll either find me using this or the Benefit Hoola Bronzer. I love that so much, but I'm currently just trying to use this one up because I do like this, but it's not my absolute favourite, so I'm kind of like trying to use it up so I can make way for like some new ones that I'd like to try out. Yeah. So next I'm going to be using the ELF Brow Kit in the shade Light. I'm just going to be taking this little tiny brush. This is just a replacement brush because my Real Techniques angled brush that I used for my eyebrows, I snapped it by accident in the hinge of one of my like little drawers where I keep my makeup and things. So I just picked up this one really cheap because I literally cannot live without my angled brush for my eyebrows. I'm also using the spoolie on a Rimmel eyebrow pencil just to kind of like blend everything in together, and then I just repeat on the other side until I have two things that resemble some form of eyebrows on my face. Next, I think it's the Collection Colour Lash Clear Mascara, and I just use it as an eyebrow gel. It's absolutely disgusting because all of the product from my eyebrows gets onto the clear mascara brush and then back into the little pot, and then it just makes it brown and horrible. But yeah, I just use this to keep all of my eyebrow hairs in place and just make them look neater and tidy, and also just to kind of push up the hairs at the front to make them stand more upright instead of to the side, because my eyebrows naturally grow like outwards and not upwards. So next I took the Makeup Revolution Fortune Favours the Brave palette. I absolutely love this, and I was just taking this shade here, which is called New World, and taking that on this little brush and popping it onto my eyelids. However, I realised that it kind of wasn't really doing that much and the pigmentation wasn't really that great. So next I decided to pick up the Ice Cloud, which is this little white shade here, and pop that underneath my eyes, and then I thought, you know what, why not go the whole hog and put that on top of my lids as well, and it created a really kind of nice pearly shimmery shade, and yeah, just absolutely loved it. So then it just became my everyday eye look because it literally looks like I've made an effort and it took about 5 seconds, so sound. So for my lashes, I'm using the Rimmel London Extra Wow Lash Building Mascara, and I really love this. It was my mum who recommended this to me because she's used it for years, and I just love it so much. It makes my eyelashes really long, really thick, and like voluminous, is that the word? Yeah, so I just use this on my top lashes, and then after this I just use a Elizabeth Arden mascara, which is just one that I got in a set, and I do like this, but it's just nearly used up, and I prefer to have a kind of less crazy dark black look on my bottom lashes, just because I feel like it makes me look like a spider because my lashes are quite long. So I just use this because it is running out. There's not much of it left, so it just kind of gives a light covering to my bottom lashes. So next I'm just going to jump back in with the Rimmel eyebrow pencil that I mentioned earlier, and this is just to fill in any gaps or any sparse places that the wax didn't really cover, just to kind of perfect and add extra definition to my eyebrows. Now I'm just taking a blusher by MUA, and it's just in the shade Bonbon. It's super cheap, I think it's like £1 or something crazy, but I really like it. I like the colour. You've just got to make sure you don't use too much because it's a bit crazy. And then I am using the Real Techniques Duo Fibre Contour Brush. I really like this. I used to use it for highlighter, but now I use it more for blusher because you will see in a moment what I do for highlighter. But yeah, I really like this, and I'm just using the Kabuki brush again to blend it all out and make it look more natural. Now I'm just going to use the I Heart Makeup Blushing Hearts Triple Baked Blusher in Iced Heart. I'm taking the palest highlighter shade, and I'm just going to pop it on. Oh my god, look at that. You might need sunglasses, girl, because that glow is sharp. Seriously. Yes, I love it. I just love it so much. I do use the other two shades as well, but not every single day. I'm just going to apply it also to the tip of my nose and then just down the bridge of my nose. And then I'm also going to just blend that out to make sure it doesn't look too crazy. And then go in with a bit on my Cupid's bow just to kind of highlight that area as well. Just all of the places where the light would naturally hit. And then lastly, just to complete the look, I'm going in with one of the Me Now Pro Kiss Proof lipsticks. I think this is in the shade number 15, but it's rubbed off. The links for these lipsticks are in my last video. I'll also leave them down below because I just love them so much. They're super cheap. I mentioned them in my favourites. So yeah, I'm just going to use this firstly to outline my lips and then to fill them in. I love these lipsticks so much, I can't give them enough praise. They're like a matte pencil and they come in so many different colours, so definitely check them out. And then you are finished, and this is my completed everyday makeup look. I really hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Come and join the family. You're more than welcome here any goddamn time. I love you lots. Mwah. See you on Wednesday. Bye.